Item number 2. A. Morgan, a lawyer, received a lot of diving and other water sports equipment as payment of his professional fees by Dennis, his client in a child custody case. Dennis owned a diving and water sports dealership in Anilao, Batangas. Morgan decided to name Dennis as trustee because he did not have any experience in selling such specialized sports equipment. They executed a trust receipt agreement, with Morgan as entrustor and Dennis as trustee. Before the sports equipment could be sold, a strong typhoon hit Batangas. Anilao and other parts of Batangas experienced power outage. Taking advantage of the total darkness, unidentified thieves destroyed the padlocks of the establishment of Dennis, and carted off the equipment inside. Morgan demanded that Dennis pay the value of the stolen equipment, but the latter refused on the ground that he also had suffered from the effects of the typhoon and insisted that the cause of the loss was a fortuitous event or force majeure. Is the justification of Dennis warranted? Explain your answer. 4%. Suggested answer. Dennis' justification is not warranted because the loss of goods subject of a trust receipt will not extinguish his obligation for the value of the said goods. Alternative answer. Dennis' justification is warranted because the transaction is not a trust receipt for want of a loan, thus, force majeure exempted Dennis from liability. B. Safe Warehouse, Incorporation, SAFE, issued on various dates negotiable warehouse receipts to Peter, Paul and Mary covering certain goods deposited by the latter with the former. Peter, Paul and Mary then negotiated and endorsed the warehouse receipts to Cyrus, Magnus and Charles upon payment by the latter of valuable consideration for the warehouse receipts. Cyrus, Magnus and Charles were not aware of, nor were they parties to any irregularity or infirmity affecting the title or the face of the warehouse receipts. On due dates of the warehouse receipts, Cyrus, Magnus and Charles demanded that SAFE surrender the goods to them. SAFE refused because its warehouseman's claim must first be paid. Cyrus, Magnus and Charles refused to pay, and insisted that such claim was the liability of Peter, Paul and Mary. A. What is a warehouseman's claim? 3%. Suggested answer. A warehouseman's claim is mainly a lien by the warehouseman for all lawful storage and preservation of the goods plus other necessary expenses that were incurred by the warehouseman. B. Is SAFE's refusal to surrender the goods to Cyrus, Magnus and Charles legally justified? Explain your answer. 3%. Suggested answer. Yes, SAFE's refusal is justified because a warehouseman may withhold the goods until its lien is paid.